Politricks watch. This is Sir P. So you have heard me talk about the former 87 by the name of Ashado McFarlane, right, aka Boise, aka Hardball, right. Now you heard me mention that one of his victims was the father of a very senior member of CTOC, right, Clifton Green. Well, now we're getting a better picture as to what happened to the other victims, right, and it's actually people who are the relatives of the said victims who are talking about them. So I'm going to read directly from the Gleaner, but as I read, you're going to realize there are a lot of codes and hidden messages inside of the statements that many people make. And I'm going to point out to you that in at least one of the cases, them, a family kill a family. Now, of course, that's not going to shock any Jamaican, right? But make we get into it. Now, we start off with the Gleaner mentioning that the mother, right, the mother of 49-year-old David Drummond, he's one of the victims, right? She's speaking to the Gleaner, and the Gleaner is saying that, first of all, him start off by saying that the mother has requested that her name not be published on account of safety concerns. Who see the problem right there, so? I give you a little time to think about it. Remember, I know, they've mentioned that it's 49-year-old David Drummond, and they go on to state that the mother requests that her name not be published. Now, I don't know if this is an oversight by the Gleaner or by the mother herself, but people, I want you to understand something. Everybody only have one mother. So if you put in the papers that David Drummond's mother say, then you don't even need to bother black out her name, because everybody only have one mother. So from is David Drummond's mother, if there's some kind of serious concerns surrounding her speaking to the Gleaner, well, let's just say, well, you know what, I don't even want to go there, but there's an oversight. So we don't have to pressure them, but moving forward, I think the Gleaner or any media house for that matter need to put a bit more thought into protecting the identity of their sources, because as I say, if you ever put say the youth mother, then blocking out her name they make no sense, because everybody only have one mother, right? And we know Gleaner thing big and established, and I want them feel like, you know, a quote unquote YouTuber try to tell them what to do. I'm just saying, as somebody who deal with lots of sources myself, the number one thing I always think about is protecting my sources, regardless of whatever happens. That's why no matter what you hear anybody from Vulture Squad try to say, at no point you will never hear me come back and say, yeah, but other person here will it, and that person here must know. I'm like, you know what, fine. I'd rather somebody attack me than find out the identity of my sources, right? So, Gleaner, big up on yourself still, but yeah, that's an oversight, right? I'm kind of sell out the woman right there, so. But anyway, moving forward, the individual goes on to state that she believed her son was killed because of an internal family squabble over lands in Palm District. See that on your screen? Underlined in a red. Sound familiar, right? No, just with the case in Trelawney. See, this is something will happen all over Jamaica. Family and family in a dispute over land, right? And them can't settle it. Them can't negotiate nothing. Them can't reason it out. Them can't divide up. Them can't share. Somebody have to dead. Somebody have to dead. It happens all too often. All too often. And here's the thing. Look for the land them fight for. And not even like say a land with them go through hell and powder house to earn, you know. Sometimes are some dead left land. Them a war for land where them don't even earn themselves. Grandpa left this, grandma left this, mama left this, daddy left this. That's how the war go on. Happens all too often, right? So supposedly, it's an internal family squabble over lands. Goes on to state, and I quote, "My family has been targeted and challenged with the lands around here. Them going around and I keep up the foolishness, carrying out the revenge on it." End quote. So right away, we know say the details about, not just because we know say boys them carry out the hit, but in terms of who paid the money for the hit, it's clear everybody know what go on. Everybody know what go on. Check this out. A source in the community reported having seen McFarlane, and that is Boise, visit the St. Catherine district to collect money on at least 2 occasions before returning to execute Drummond. 2 times. Boys, people know what I go on. People know what was about to happen. And nobody never tipped them off. Right? But at least this point being a source, just leave it at that. A source in the community to them see. Boys, they come through 2 times, come collect money. Hear this next part now, no? And I quote, somebody knows someone that they met in jail and could do the job, which is to kill him. That's Drummond. Wasn't it yesterday or the day before when I mentioned that enough youths got jail and them come back out a bit at 87? When jail is supposed to reform man and make man change him life, man are going to jail go make links. Man are going to jail go find contract hit killer. Man are going to jail go link up with gunman from over the part. And when they come on road and need to work so much for them do, they link up with the man them who they meet in a jail. See them on the screen? See them on the screen? Not even 2-3 days after. A jail the link make, right? A jail the man them, all it taking the people. All it take is somebody be say, you know, say, I know you, man. Yeah, man, me do it, man. I want to look 20,000 do it for you, man. I want to look 50,000 do it, because I get find out, say, boys, it wasn't very expensive. And I get find out, say, boys, he was known for taking some little cheap work. He wasn't, cause when people hear contract killer, them tend to think some kind of something like in the movies. Remember the old time Hong Kong movies with Chow Yun-Fat. Remember them John Woo film there, killer and replacement killer. And you see the Chow Yun-Fat character collect a briefcase full of money piled up to the top, millions and millions of US dollars. No, that's how it work in Jamaica. I don't know, big money they might charge. Especially somebody like Boise. If you understand, he wasn't very expensive. But of course he wasn't expensive. The fact the clans are them and you think the clans are spending big money on it? You think the clans have much killers, have much supply of killers that go spend a big money on it? That's small money. Anyway, let's move on. I said the article is very interesting. Check out this next part. Now the individual you see on your thumbnail, right, at the start of the video, his name is Rushian Brushy Chambers, right? Now, check this out. A family friend says, and may have underlined it in a red so everybody see it. You see what it say? All the person will bring him about here to feel it too. They're talking about the person will bring Boise, aka Hardball. So the person I say, even though Boise gone, the person will bring him boy to feel it too, because them know say are people in the community. Them know say are people, the same people them are to carry boys in the area, come show him how go on, point out that somebody, that's how them think they go. When people are carry out contract, them can't just turn up and go look for somebody. Nobody no look for nobody. Somebody have to point you out. Your brother, your cousin, your auntie, your friend, your neighbor will point you out. So Jamaica run. Them have to sit down in a car, them have to drive around, them know say you sit down, them know say 3 o'clock in the day, you run at a restaurant, so them drive in a car, and them sit down in the car, well dark up and car drive past. You are sit down and mind your business, you know. You don't know say man in a car, the car will just drive past, your friend or your neighbor, or your cousin or your brother, in the car, with boys, a point you, and I say, see him there. See him there right there, so he may come find him. And then boys, they mark your face, and then him get the details, him normal they right there, so them time of day, and then him come back for you. Your enemy cannot hurt you without the help of your friends. Your enemy cannot hurt you without the help of your friends, well, our family, right? So at least one of the man them lose them life over family dispute, right? Because I whole heap of them, right? It's not just Chambers, right? As I say, the other one, Drummond, he's the one of them saw a family land dispute. Chambers is a different story, right? Who knows what his story is? I'm want to show how serious the thing is. All of these hits the boys that carry out, somebody they have to point out the victims, because boys did not have a personal beef with at least some of them, right? Some of them, maybe he didn't know them personally, but when it comes down to Clifton Green, when it comes down to the Drummond and the Chambers, Clearly, those are straight up contract hits. He go collect the money and he go carry it out. Who point him out? Who point out the man then? People not understanding now. You see, when you have an operation like this, even though a Boise pull the trigger, the team that is responsible for setting it up involve all 1, 5, 6, 7 people. Because him can't just turn up and hope so you're deep on a spot. So not only must you come and scope you out the first time, even the day when the man come for you, somebody have to make him know so yo, him there now, you know. Because suppose Drummond or Chambers they do something for St. Elizabeth that day. But you think boys are gonna keep turning up until him hopes him running to you? No. Somebody point them out. Somebody, when him come for Drummond, even Drummond's sister get shot, but luckily she survived. Even his sister get shot, but she run off. And him run her down at first, and then him turn back and go back for Drummond. Finish off the youth on the ground. Right? The lady said 3 or Pitney them get attacked in a 1 year. So this is a family dispute. They think serious right now. They plan to sell property and runway. All I can say to that family is hurry up. Hurry up, as Sister Scully say, hurry up. Get ready to go. Don't bother in the planning, cause a lot of these times, when them things are going, Jamaicans have this attitude of, alright, next month me I go and down the road me soon pack up and leave. Now already see how the place are run. Right? Because even though this art, and to be honest, whether this article come out or not, if them they go do something, it wouldn't be because of this article, because they already, if they make up their mind say, you're a hindrance to them land and them want this and them want that, that would be the main motive. But anyway, family, please pack up and leave. No matter what you believe in, no matter how much confidence you have, just leave. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Keep talking about this scarcity mindset, right? Family, I kill family over land. I will not talk about no 7,000 acres of land full of coconut and sugar cane. Sometimes places the land that people are war over. That is Jamaica. Family, flesh and blood. Remember the time people used to say blood thicker than water? Remember that saying? Right now blood thinner than bag juice. So the place I run right now. Can't believe it. Man, as I say, you can go check out the article for yourself. But when I was reading it, all I could do was shake my head. All I could do was shake my head. I'm just wanting to understand how this whole contract killing works. Yes, it's one thing to get about Boise. But we have to understand. So the network, the team that took part, that is why the KlLLING, in the Tamara Geddes case, that is why the police did such excellent work in it. Because they never even just catch the man who carried the hit. The entire team from the sister and the one that will help lead down the way and show the man in the back will come to the man them scrape up everybody. After them have to go scrape up everybody now for these hits. People, telling you. Right now, as me say, look like say blood thinner than bag juice. Family I kill family over land. Land, you know. Scarcity mindset. If me can't get this, if me can't get that piece of myself, right, then you have to go dead. This is the thing reach. It's a land, house, and them little thing there. You see them little dead left thing there. That is why you need to start write some will. Right, I'm not just talking about this case now. I don't know the details after this case. I'm talking in general now. Jamaicans, we need to learn to write a will. Because there's too many times enough of them dead left thing are going, and it's up to those who feel like them entitled to this and who feel like them entitled to that. That's how the war start. Right? When if you write will, this child get this child get that, and when it's done, the lawyer settle it. Nobody nothing in an argument. But then again, even that probably can't stop them, because as I say, aesthetic and scarcity mixed together. Dangerous combination. Anyway, people, that's it for today. Patreon squad, big up yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Vulture squad, stay circling. Bless.